Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. This is Miyati. India is under a 21-day lockdown and this is the 13th day of the lockdown that has been imposed in India to fight against coronavirus. Now, we at HW News have started this special video series where we summarize the entire day's coronavirus updates in a brief for you. Globally, coronavirus cases have reached up to 12,87,128 and 70,529 people have died. In India, as of now, there are total 4,067 active cases of coronavirus. 292 have either cured, discharged or migrated and 109 have died due to coronavirus. In Madhya Pradesh, in the capital Bhopal, 3 days ago, 52-year-old Naresh Khatik was admitted to the hospital. He died at 12:30 p.m. on Sunday night. His report came positive only on Sunday. This is the first death in Bhopal due to coronavirus. And after this, collector of the city issued an advisory saying that people whose immunity system is weak, who have respiratory problems and some serious illness should not leave the house at all. In Rajasthan, a 60-year-old man died in Kota on Sunday night. He was admitted to the city's MBS hospital after complaining of fever and pneumonia. The report was confirmed Monday morning after the death. In Maharashtra, a 65-year-old man died in Nalasopara, Mumbai. In Gujarat, a 62-year-old infected woman died in Baroda. According to the Baroda Municipal Commissioner Nalin Upadhyay, the woman had become ill after returning from Sri Lanka in the past. She was admitted to the SSG hospital in Baroda on March 18, where she was found positive after the test. Now, she was among a group that recently returned from Sri Lanka. On April 2, another person of the same group died due to coronavirus. Let us also look at the important news of the day. First important news of the day is that singer Kanika Kapoor has tested negative for coronavirus. This was her 6th test in which she tested negative for coronavirus. Earlier also in the 5th test she tested negative for coronavirus. However, doctors at Lucknow Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Medical University, where she was admitted in Lucknow, it is also her hometown where she was admitted. They said that after consecutive 4 tests of her tested positive, it was important to ascertain that 5th and 6th test should be negative, and that is what has happened, and she has been discharged from the hospital. So apparently after returning from her London trip, it was found that Kanika Kapoor has tested positive for coronavirus. However, before the report came out, it was revealed that she had travelled from Mumbai to Lucknow and Kanpur as well, and thereby increasing the possibility of infection to several people, which also included Dushyant, who is son of Vasundhara Raje. Both of them, Vasundhara Raje, former Chief Minister of Rajasthan, and her son Dushyant, who is MP in Parliament, had attended a party where Kanika Kapoor was also a guest. She had also then went for a family function at Kanpur as well. So several people were put under quarantine. And the trail of Kanika Kapoor's quarantine and isolation and the entire trail of Kanika Kapoor testing positive that went right from the singer, it went to Vasundhara Raje, her son Dushyant, and then it also reached to the President of India, Ramnath Kovind, because Dushyant had attended a breakfast meeting with the President Ramnath Kovind, where several other MLAs and MPs, especially the MPs from Rajasthan and UP, were present. However, Kanika Kapoor today has been discharged and she has tested negative for coronavirus. Let's move on to next important news of the day, which is 30% salary cut that has been announced for the MPs, Member of Parliaments and the government ministers. So Prime Minister Modi, in his cabinet meeting, it was decided that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, his cabinet ministers and Member of Parliaments of India will have a 30% salary cut for the next 1 year, and this particular fund that has been saved that will be used for the treatment and other services, other medical related services, especially for COVID-19. Not only the Member of Parliaments, Prime Minister and the Cabinet Ministers have decided to have a salary cut, but also President of India Ramnath Kovind, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu and several governors of the states have also voluntarily accepted the 30% salary cut. Moreover, it is not only the salary cut that will happen for the next 1 year, but also the MP lads fund which are given to the member of parliament to carry out some development work in their constituency, that has been cut as well, and the pensions of MPs for next 1 year has been cut as well. The MP lads fund, which pegs at around 7,900 crores, that will be sent to Consolidated Fund of India, and that will be used for the purpose of health and medical facilities, etc. The next important news concerns us all. It is about the lockdown that has been imposed in India. So as far as we know, 21-day lockdown has been imposed in India, and the 21-day lockdown period ends on 14th of April. But since the cases are continuously rising in India, if we look at the last 5 days, it has been 120% rise in cases of coronavirus, and in last 1 week, in just 1 week, we have seen 3,000 more cases of coronavirus in India, and the death toll has also significantly risen. In that view, the government is now thinking about extending the lockdown that has been imposed in the country. However, it is still being deliberated. There is not any official confirmation about this. If we remind you, then a week back, Rajiv Gauba, Cabinet Secretary, had said that there is no such intention of extending the lockdown post 14th of April. However, the rising cases have put government under a fix, and Prime Minister Modi, in his video conferencing meeting with the chief ministers of the state few days back, had also said that there should be a staggered movement and the lockdown should be lifted in parts in several cities and several states across the country. He had also said that there should be a common exit plan to lift the lockdown as well. However, the second option that the government is considering is locking down only the cities and areas which are identified as coronavirus hotspots. So apparently there are 20 such coronavirus hotspots in the country that have been identified. So government is now considering this proposal where only these hotspots will be under complete lockdown. However, other areas will be open and the economic activity can resume in these particular areas. However, if we talk about UP, then the UP Health Secretary has said that if the situation does not improve in the state, then the state can consider a complete lockdown in the state until it becomes coronavirus free, completely coronavirus free. So that is the situation right now. However, there is no clarification. We hope that by 14th of April, we will have a plan in place as to how the lockdown can be carried out further, or whether or not the lockdown can be carried out further, and if it at all it has to be carried out further, then which are the parts of India where it will be carried out. The next news is about All India Institute of Medical Science Director Dr. Guleria talking about the community transmission. So he said that India is between stage 2 and stage 3 of coronavirus transmission. He said that stage 2 is the local transmission and stage 3 is the community transmission. ICMR has consistently denied that there is any community transmission in India. However, there are several cases where people with no travel history to any COVID-19 affected countries testing positive for coronavirus. So there have been fears of community transmission in various parts of India. However, ICMR and the Health Ministry have consistently denied that there is any community transmission of COVID-19 in India. However, today the AIIMS director said that India is between the stage 2 and stage 3, and if at all we are able to nip this in the bud, then India will not go in stage 3 of community transmission. However, he said that there is a localized community transmission in areas like Mumbai, where we saw in Dharavi people with no travel history to any other parts of the country or even outside the country have tested positive for coronavirus. So that's all for today's video. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.